My source. My source.
My source.
My source.
Radio Milwaukee is my source for everything Milwaukee.
Radio Milwaukee is our hometown radio station. And while folks from all over southeastern Wisconsin tune into 88.9 to discover new music, Radio Milwaukee is a source for so much more.
Radio Milwaukee is my source for uplifting stories in the community and what's going on in the community.
It is how I hear. It is how I've been heard.
When you are listening to Radio Milwaukee, you might hear something that you have never heard of before, or you may hear a community piece, and it makes you want to become more involved.
Because it's so diverse. You know, it's about everything and everybody.
Diverse music for a diverse city. It's 88.9 Radio Milwaukee.
Diverse music for a diverse city, we say that every day here at 88.9, and Milwaukee truly is a diverse city. With such a culturally rich background, Radio Milwaukee acts as a bridge to bring our communities together. We do this every day through exciting programming and a variety of new music.
Radio Milwaukee is my source for new music, local music, World Cafe, of course, and almost more importantly, Milwaukee love. You know, that's what 88.9 is all about.
This beautiful velvet voice came out singing in Portuguese. And I fell in love, and I just kind of locked in the station, and I never changed it.
You're able to listen to this station and hear local artists, and not in a random, every now and again, they're a part of the rotation.
For me, it would be my source of what's cool. I continually want to find out what's the latest and newest things that are happening, not only here in Milwaukee, but really across the country.
There's just this plethora of bands that you don't hear about. You hear about them first on 88.9, then you go and you Google them, you look them up on the web, you download information about them. Suddenly 88.9's bringing someone into town that hasn't been here before or has roots in Milwaukee and is returning.
They set a very high standard, and I personally think they've met it.
Radio Milwaukee is my source of the widest range of music available.
Keep on loving, keep on loving, loving me.
I kind of describe Radio Milwaukee like this really cool coffee shop where you go and you've got the posters on the wall of this acoustic guitarist that you wouldn't have heard about in a regular mainstream paper. There's a lecture that's happening that you maybe have a friend you want to drag to. So things that you know are happening, but there's this one central place where like-minded people go and get their information and a good cup of coffee. So Radio Milwaukee, you can get some good music and get a lot of great information.
Whether it's local music that's being written and produced here, or it's people that are doing great things in their own community to make change, it's all there on the radio station. All you gotta do is turn it on and listen.
Our commitment to the community runs deeper than just our on-air programming. Last year alone, we partnered with nearly 200 nonprofit organizations here in the city of Milwaukee.
88.9 is my source for sharing positive things that are going on in the community. It doesn't hurt for us to be reminded of the good things that are happening in Milwaukee, and 88.9 Radio Milwaukee does such a great job of reminding us of those things.
Milwaukee music, community stories, diverse programming. Radio Milwaukee is a source for this and so much more. Broadcasting right here in the city of Milwaukee at 88.9 on the FM dial, and broadcasting Milwaukee to the entire world at RadioMilwaukee.org.
My source.
My source. My source.
Radio Milwaukee is my source for Milwaukee's hidden treasures.